Hi Professor, today we're gonna be doing project number 3 and I decided to get 3 concepts, and the first concept is gonna be theory of media influence. So of course, Amber, you don't know anything about it.
No.
So we're gonna first start about the main question that society and everybody has. Basically, media has a stronger influence on people, on individuals, than like regular people. All right, we need to talk about this because like right now, like we always think like the media always like we always pay attention to the media and like washes our brains with like news and fake information. We're gonna talk about fake news later on. So you know how the media always, like, not always, but like we think that the media influences us more than actual, even though I think people also influence people as well. So we go to media because we pay more attention to media most of the time because that's the only form we have to like get informed as well, like social media, the media, TV. So that's basically like we're gonna figure out is like, does the media has more influence on us than regular people? There's like 5 theories that the media influences us more. The first one that we have is the bullet of hypodermic needle, and it's basically like humans are defenseless towards the media, like about the media. They're defenseless, which means like I'm gonna put like the Hunger Games as an example.
Oh, okay.
Because like, you know, in the Hunger Games, like basically there's always the government like through the media telling you what is going to happen, like what they're gonna do, what they're gonna choose. Basically that's like shows like the media having power over you. So like basically that's what I think it is. Like basically the media is feeding you with things like you actually have to believe, and sometimes it's just like makes you want to believe things and only not basically have your own thought, but basically then making you think certain way sometimes.
Yeah.
Because they give you all this information, sometimes you just don't know how to react.
And mostly the information that you give is not biased.
Non-biased?
It's not biased.
It's not biased? What do you mean by that?
Like, they very much have their point of view. Like, they're not like just informing us, they're giving us their perspective in a kind of way. Like, they're giving the side that they like the most, not was like, oh, this is this and this is this. Do what you want with that information.
Like for example, the elections. Like there's like channels that defend more Biden, and there's channels that defend more Trump, and making like people think, oh, this president actually is doing good, or this president actually doing good, when in reality maybe both are doing wrong. But yeah, we don't know. And creating rumors as well. This also comes with like something I learned in class, like how people react towards rumor. Then there's the 2-step flow of communication, which means that it tells you like, oh, there's also, it's not only the media, like it doesn't give all the fault to the media, it's also like other resources, other sources of you getting informed and getting like information. For example, people, you get information by people. Like for example, when you don't see the elections, for example, when Biden won, like me, I didn't even like was paying attention to the whole thing because you was?
I was refreshing my page like every 5 seconds.
Yeah, I was not paying attention to it that much because I don't like none of the presidents. Is that my personal opinion?
Yeah, they're both bad, but like, you know, one would do better than the other.
Right, but basically I got to know who won by my friend instead of like actually watching the news and paying attention of who won. So that's like another possibility of communication, of you getting informed. So it's not always through the media that you get informed. So it's not like giving the media that much fault. Also, another like example was Kennedy's death. Like when Kennedy died, not a lot of people like knew, but then
They
people
were
start,
recording in it, right?
yeah, but like a lot of people didn't knew, like it only
Didn't know.
like it was only like 11%, I think it was, the teacher said 11% of the people knew because of media, but then the other ones just knew because people told people, basically, by mouth.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people were there.
Yeah, that
So,
too. Thing is tension release, which means that like by watching media you could actually like release emotion. Like for example, if you watch violence, you could go when you watch violence, basically you experience violence through what you're watching. So you're gonna be like, oh, you could get like you could be like scared, and you're like, you know what, I already had it. No, like you release violence because of what you watch, because you already experienced it through the media. You're like, no, I don't want to do it anymore, kind of thing. Also is basically just like uses the media as well to put you in a mood. Like basically you feel sad, you could go to the media and like watch something happy, like Friends, that makes you change your mood to like a happy. It depends, it could also be sad, kind of vice versa. There's also agenda setting function, and it's basically like the media tell us what to think about. Yeah, we see that a lot in the news, especially the Fox News, but we don't talk about that.
Yeah, they're racist.
So basically, just like the media just tell you what to think about.
Right.
There's also the cultivation theory. The cultivation theory is basically comes more when it's like something hasn't happened. Something happened and the media doesn't know about it yet. So basically, I think I don't know. I was trying to think of an example. An example would be like the Twin Towers. I think, like, even though like the media was really into it, but like I feel like it happened and not a lot of people and not the media didn't know about it until like later, and then they just start coming like.
I mean, yeah.
I think, but I think that's a really bad
people that were there knew that was happening.
Yeah, but I think it's a really bad example, but it's kind of like that. It's just like the media doesn't, like, something happened and the media still doesn't know. Like, for example, if like a celebrity dies and the people doesn't know about it, kind of thing, and that means like the media has like a subtle effect on the people, on the viewers, because they don't know about it, they're not too informed. Yes, so that's the theory of the media influence. Now we're going to talk about active audience influence. So that's basic. We're going to talk about Stuart Hall, decoding and coding, and polysemy. So we need to know who Stuart Hall is, and Stuart Hall is like this theorist that said that not only the media has the power, he argues that the audience have more agency, and we talk about agency meaning like free will. He was more interested in studying weak symbols and the powerful audience as well. So he came up with a theory called encoding and decoding. He's just basically saying that the media encodes messages, like basically not like figuring out messages, like you know, coding, we started coding in high school, but most like they take all the information and they put it into a story. So like basically they encode it in a form that we, the audience, can understand.
Okay.
And the audience decodes the information and can take it however we want it. And we have 3 options for decoding, which is we can reject it, we can negotiate the meaning. Like, for example, there's a book about laws. You can basically take it however you want it. Like, you could it maybe says like stuff that are like you're not agree with, but then you, instead of focusing on the stuff that is actually like more serious, you focus on another point and be like, all right, I could take that. Like, you can negotiate kind of like the meaning, like you make the meaning for yourself. Or you can accept it. You can accept the narrative, like how they're actually telling you to you. But you can reject it, negotiate,
or accept
it. And that's where it comes like to people having different meanings when it comes to like books, TV shows, and that's where the word polysemic comes from, which means like multiple meanings.
Yeah.
Alright, Amber, now we're gonna talk about fake news. Fake news are like news that come from alternative media, meaning like mostly media that we look at every day. For example, social media, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. There's always Snapchat. There's always like fake news going around. It's crazy. Like meaning like unregulated media, basically like media that don't have like a specific source or anything. There's like 3 types of fake news: clickbait first, political propaganda, and conspiracy theories. And I know you're really into conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
So like clickbait is like when they use like big tabloids and stuff and like different outlets to like attract people based on like financial issues. And you wanna click that. Like for example, taking surveys and getting like if you take the surveys you're gonna get money for it, whatever. Just because just like fake news, they just want, I don't know, information also. So that's a lot of things.
Even the littlest thing like they clickbait, like for example YouTube.
Right.
There's like a main source of clickbait.
And not only that, in Instagram, you know when you like go into the stories and there's like an ad that pops up, it looks fake to you.
Yeah.
But and you always do it because like it seems good to be true because of you. Like for example, let's say if you don't have that much money and something in one store is like $80, but like in the Instagram page it tells you that it's gonna be $10.
Yeah, I don't trust it. Like I'm scared.
Me neither. But there's fake news, clickbait, basically, and there's political propaganda. Basically, when elections comes, basically that's where a lot of political propaganda comes. Like TikTok was a big source for that as well this year.
Like I feel like this year was like the year that they advertised more the election. Cause like I would go to Facebook and they would say like vote like 20, like don't forget to vote. And I would click on Instagram and like it was like vote.
Not only that, like in Dominican Republic, like when there was like election, like crazy. They will be like, oh, if you vote for this president, we're gonna give you 5,000 pesos, and it's like fake news, fake propaganda, political propaganda, basically.
Like, they would like, if you vote for this person, I will give you a job, and then they never did it.
Right. And then there's conspiracy theory. It's basically like man-made crises that basically they just go like basically I don't know if What If and YouTube is a big like conspiracy theory channel. And the thing is about fake news is like they're really repetitive. Like let's say if you find something like, for example, something that was fake news the other day, they said that they were gonna close a city on December 1st.
Yeah.
And you never
I thought it was real.
I thought it was real. So what's the thing is like my friend sent it to me, then I send it to my boyfriend, then my boyfriend sent it to somebody else. So it's like we were like passing like fake news, like a domino effect. Yeah, we were like passing fake news, and he found it where? On Twitter. My friend found it on Twitter because Twitter is like a source site of like fake news, mostly because it's mainly people in there.
Also the thing is that a lot of people be joking on social media, and then there's people like that you said like previously that they either can reject, negotiate, or accept the thing. They accept it as like as like real news, and then they change their perspective. And like they pass it on, and like
and then you know people like get defensive when people be like, oh no, that's not true. They were like, what do you mean it's not true? It is true. Like they get defensive and they get more attached to their real like their real
to the point of view.
to their real point of view. People repost the same content multiple times because it's getting passed down. And especially in Twitter, that you have the option to retweet things. And then when the fake news, they've been pointing out, oh no, this is not true, you're getting false information. They'll be like, oh no, the real news are the one who are passing fake information. So they get defensive, and the more fake information is starts to go passed down. And that's where it comes like something that we learn about rumors, because fake news are basically rumors, and like rumors starts to going around because of lack of information, basically. All right, professor, this is all. Thank you for watching. Bye.